हाय। आज की वीडियो में वी विल ट्राई एंड एनालाइज one of the most sought after branches of engineering, which is computer engineering or computer science engineering. We will be looking at three different things. What is the curriculum? What is the scope after this particular degree? And what are my master's ka study opportunities? So we will give you the detailed breakup so that you can take an informed decision when you pick up this particular branch during the admission process. So let's quickly dive deep into computer engineering.
So let's get started with computer engineering or computer science. नाम अलग अलग हैं, but they pretty much mean the same. So the first aspect that we'll be talking about today is what exactly do I study as a student of computer engineering or computer science? A lot of students have this idea that when you talk of computers or when you talk of computer engineering, it is all about programming, it is all about coding. Guys, this is just half truth. I'll break up the syllabus for you. See, when you study any branch of engineering, you will study about 40 odd subjects. But over here, I've picked up the major ones which you will study and also the ones using which you are going to make your career later on as a computer engineer. Now, if you look at the syllabus, for most engineering branches, the first year is common and the syllabus remains pretty much the same. See, different universities will have different combinations, but eventually the concepts that you learn will remain identical. So in first year, you will have one programming subject which generally is either C or C++. You learn a little bit about engineering drawing or what is also known as engineering graphics. Any branch of engineering, mathematics will always play a big role, and that is where you will study applied mathematics. So whatever you've studied in 12th standard in the form of say integration and derivations and limits and all those concepts, how to apply them to solve practical problems, that is what you learn over here. So the mathematics that you study in engineering is going to be very different from what you've studied in 11th or 12th standard. You'll also study certain basics of electronics as well. Apart from this, some universities like Mumbai University, they'll also have basics of mechanical engineering, or you can say mechanics, as part of your first year. So first year is more or less generic, where you learn a little bit about programming and a lot of other concepts. It's during your middle years, or you can say that from second year onwards, where you will start specializing. So generally your middle years will have certain programming subjects like Java programming. You'll also have Python programming generally during these years and data structures. Now, this is one subject which personally I feel is extremely important because आपका जो पूरा programming का जो base है, it becomes really strong with this subject. But then guys, also understand this, of the 45 subjects that you study during engineering, there would be hardly 3 or 4 subjects which would be hardcore programming. So you had C programming over here, you have Java, you have Python programming and data structures, that's it. Now, apart from that, there are so many different aspects to engineering, there are so many different aspects to programming or computers, and that is what we will learn. जैसे one important subject would be DBMS, जिसको हम बोलते हैं database management, right? You will study everything about databases, you'll study everything about operating systems, you'll study everything about computer networks. So ये भी जो है, ये सारे subjects ना, they are pretty much the backbone of any software career that you would want to get into. Then when it comes to your final years, or generally your last 3 semesters, Sem 6, 7 and 8, that is where obviously you've got certain compulsory subjects, but then you will have to pick up certain electives as well. So different universities will give you different electives, but generally the ones which are studied the most by the students are, you will find machine learning, you will find artificial intelligence, you'll find cloud computing, you'll find cyber security, and so on and so forth. So you will have to pick and choose between the electives that your university is offering. But this particular screen that you see, this pretty much summarizes the set of concepts that you will study as a computer engineering students. So don't think that it is all about programming or it is all about coding. Yes, it is going to be there, but it's not that you'll do just coding for all 4 years. There is so much more to the world of computers or computer engineering apart from coding. So this is what you would be learning. But now, what is the scope that I have? What are the kind of jobs that I can look at once I've completed this? The good part is that the computer engineering or the software engineering degrees that we have in India are recognized across the globe, and in fact, Indian engineers are always in a lot of demand. So the jobs that you can look at, or the careers that you can look at, is you can start off as a software developer, full stack software developer. Now this is something again which is in lots and lots and lots of demand. Generally this will involve that you know how to design a front end, you know how to design a back end, connect them and get a complete software going. Data science is again something which is pretty important. Data science is something which is again one of the most sought after programs that the students go after. You can be a data analyst. If you are a database enthusiast, database administrator, or DBA is something which you can look at. This is one of the highest paid jobs in industry. With the way things are changing, obviously everything is going on the cloud. So even more important now is the security. So cyber security specialists will always get a lot of demand. The cloud professionals will always get a lot of demand. You can become a network architect. If you want, alongside engineering, you can pursue courses like CCNA or CCNP and those things. If you are a good programmer, if you are into graphics and stuff, you can get into game designing, you can get into automation engineering, you can get into software testing as well. So there are humongous opportunities for you as a software engineer. Guys, just make sure that you get your basics right. If you have your basics right, the number of opportunities are huge in the world of softwares, and you can look at yourself working as a professional across the globe. But then after I've completed my engineering, or after I've done my graduation in engineering in computers, what are the options that I have for further studies? See, this is a very long discussion which we can always have separately, but just to summarize this for you, now suppose after your graduation, if you want to pursue your careers in India, mostly what is it that students do? One option that students have is that they can prepare and appear for an exam like GATE, and then they can try and make it to one of these courses. You can pursue your Masters in Engineering, what is called as ME, or you can take up MTech. Obviously, the best option or the best institute that you can go to is the IITs that we have. But then a lot of students post their engineering will also appear for either CAT or CET and then try and take up an MBA program. So the preferred route always is you complete your graduation, take a work experience of about 2 or 3 years, and then pursue an MBA. Again, the best possible option is try getting into an IIM. But then a lot of software engineering students after their graduation will go for studies abroad. In my company, Khateeb Study Abroad, we get most inquiries from students who are from computer background and who would want to pursue masters abroad, and they have huge amount of opportunities there. But obviously, if you're planning to study in a country like USA, then you will have to appear for an exam called GRE, and this has to be TOEFL. So these are the two exams that you have to look at. Apart from US, if you are planning to study anywhere else in the world, say Canada or Europe or wherever, then IELTS is the examination that you should be looking at. Basically, TOEFL and IELTS are going to test your English speaking skills. That's it. Now, you can try and apply for an MS or an MSc program abroad. And the most preferred countries which will give you the best possible opportunities as a software professional are, you can look at USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and Ireland. These are the countries which have been doing really well in the recent years. But then whenever you're pursuing your masters, whether here or whether abroad, you will always have to look at what are the specializations that you would want to get into. As we speak, the most preferred specializations or the most in-demand specializations that we have are data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and big data analytics. Guys, these are those 4 domains where you just cannot go wrong in your future. So guys, computer engineering or computer science engineering always has been one of the most sought after fields, and you can expect the trend to continue as the field has been rewarding and has been giving great opportunities to the students. It's difficult for us to cover each and every aspect in these short videos, but then if you have any queries, any comments, you can post it in the comment section on YouTube or Instagram, wherever you're watching this particular video, and we'll definitely try and answer each and every question. Thank you.